Hello, everyone. Hopefully, we are loud, live, and in color. Okay, let me refresh my screen. And I'm also going to say that I hope and pray that we have no technical difficulties on today because for some odd reason, my signal sometimes it fades out here and there. So hopefully that does not happen on today. But if it does, just know that I will be right back periodically. So don't leave out of the room if the screen just so happens to go blank, because for some reason, I don't know if it's something that's going on in my settings on YouTube, but occasionally the camera cuts off. But don't leave because I will be right back. If you're watching this live or if you're watching this on the playback, way back. Okay. Hi, Susan. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Melanated. Y'all know I have to speak to everybody in the room before we get into the topics of conversation. Tell everybody to refresh, you guys. For those of you that are in here right now, if you can type in the comment section, if you're in here live, type in the comments to tell everybody to refresh, because apparently some people can't see me right now. But I'm here to discuss. We're going to have a little bit of a general conversation where we can discuss how things went for us in June. And we're also going to be discussing our July challenge. And the reason why I decided to do this here on YouTube, or to do a live video here on YouTube, is because there are a lot of people that are following me here on YouTube that do not have Facebook pages. Okay. There are a lot of people that do not have Facebook pages. So that's why I like to also broadcast everything that's going on YouTube as well. Okay. So today is the last day of our June challenge. For those of you that are in the group, or those of you that have been following here on YouTube, I have been leaving the June challenge in the description box of each one of my videos. It's not in this video just yet because the June challenge is a little bit, is kind of lengthy. The write-up is a little bit lengthy, so I haven't put it in the description box just yet. But you can see the title of this video, 100 miles in 30 days. So our July challenge is we're going to be completing 100 miles in 30 days. And I know you may be thinking to yourself, oh my God, that is a lot. That's a lot of miles, girl. Are you out of your mind? But you have to think about it. 30 days, that's only 3.2-ish miles per day. Okay, that's only 3.2-ish miles per day. And that's very, very doable. However, of course, you do not have to walk every single day, but you have to keep in mind, if you want to actually reach that 100-mile mark, if you miss some days walking, some days you're going to have to do more than 3 miles. So you can split it up. You can do 3 miles in the morning, 3 miles in the evening, or whatever. But that is the July challenge, for those of you that are wondering. Okay. Thank you so much, C. Butler. Hi, Stacia. Hi, Charmaine. How you doing, boo? Girl, I miss your face. Hi, Dimples. But yes, that is what we're going to be doing for our July challenge. June went very, very well. I stuck to all of my goals. I made sure that I worked out at least 3 to 4 times every week. I also stuck to the challenge. I did not have, girl, still have not had a soda, girl. Let me tell you something. I'm knocking on wood about that. I don't even desire soda anymore. I used to. It was so bad that I would literally, family, in the middle of the night, I would wake up and go to the store and get a soda if I didn't have it in the house, if I was craving it. That's how bad it was. But I have literally not had a soda since February. And I thank God every day, girl. I thank God every single day. And we all know that July 4th is coming up. July 4th is coming up. I can see, but you can't hear. Girl, you may need to refresh your screen. Somebody tell Swopes to refresh his or her screen. But I'm not going to tell nobody no types of lies. I'm going to eat on July 4th. I'm not sitting there and I'm not about to tell nobody that I'm not going to eat on July 4th, because I am going to indulge on the 4th of July. Okay, I'm going to have me some barbecue. I'm going to have me some baked beans. I'm going to have me some tater salad. I'm going to have me some macaroni salad. And I might even have me a piece of cake. Okay, I'm just telling you the truth. But I know that I will work all of that stuff off. I will be exercising on July 4th for that very, very same reason. Okay, I will be exercising on July 4th for that very reason, because I know that I'm going to be indulging in food. Okay, so for those of you that do want to join us in on the July challenge, make sure that you are a member of the group. If you're not a member of the group yet, or if you have a pending request, the reason why your request is pending is because the group has questions that you're supposed to answer before you are accepted into the group. It gives you, when you click join the group or whatever, it prompts you to answer 3 questions. Okay. It takes literally less than 60 seconds to answer each one of those questions, just to make sure that you're not a spam bot. So if you have not answered the questions, that's why your request is still sitting there. FYI. Okay. So yeah. But yes, that is what's going on, you guys. How did you guys do? If you are joining me from the group, how did your June challenge go? And are you guys joining me on the July challenge? There are a lot of people who are really excited about this challenge. I think this will be one challenge that is going to be very, very fun, because a lot of people that are in the group, they do have Fitbits and things like that, and they do have challenges. They conduct challenges and things with their Fitbit, and it'll be great to be able to add other people who are members in the group, and so you can see everybody's progress and all that other stuff. And also every single month we're going to be having a giveaway. Like for this month, I forgot, oh my God, already I forgot her name, girl. Please forgive me, Delicia. I think that's her name, Delicia. She actually won $50 for our first giveaway, and all she had to do was leave a comment underneath the pin post as to why she decided to change her life, and she won $50. Okay. For July, one of the moderators in the group, Amanda, she's going to be giving away a NutriBullet. Okay. So this month, the giveaway winner will be receiving a NutriBullet. And on next month, not next month, because next month is July, it's still June. But in August, I think that the plan will be to give away an air fryer. I'm not 1,000% sure yet, but I think the plan is to give away an air fryer. Can we do the walking DVDs? Of course you can. As long as you can track your miles, how many miles that you're walking, you can absolutely do the walking DVDs. Abso-freaking-lutely. As long as you're able to track your steps. The only thing that I don't like about the walking DVDs, because it's a little bit harder for you to accurately track your steps, because you're not actually, physically walking. You're just walking in place. But absolutely, any way that you can get them miles in, get them in, girl. So absolutely, Sandra. Sandra asked, can you do the walking DVDs? Absolutely, you can. I'm ready to begin the July challenge. So am I. I am super ready for the July challenge. I really am. 28 pounds down. Oh, yeah. Shout out to you, Ambrosia. 28 pounds down. Now, what I'm probably going to do going forward, I'm probably going to start calculating everybody's weight loss, because I do have a post in the group where everybody tells me their weight loss results for each month, and people have been losing a lot of weight. That's all I got to say, is that group right there has been a godsend to me and a lot of other people, and I thank God every single day, because anytime I'm having a weak moment, I literally log on and I just go into that group, and it's just like, you just snap back into reality, and you remember what all of your goals and all of your, basically you remember what you're fighting for when you go into that group, because all the women in there, they killing it. Okay. They are absolutely killing it. And that is all I am going to say. And I want to say shout out to Nay. Nay might not be in here, but Nay, girl, let me tell y'all something. If you in the group, you might know who Nay is. But Nay actually had been doing like some donkey kicks and some more stuff or whatever. But girl, let me tell you something. In 30 days, she got a whole lot of junk back there in that trunk. I'm going to have to try that. Okay, I know that we did the squats. The squats giving me a little bit of a curve, but I'm going to have to follow Nay's plan, because Nay, girl, okay, let me just tell you, she just reshaped her whole booty. That's all I'm going to say on that. Hi, Wanda's Incredible. How are you doing? Thank you, Albert. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Is there anything in particular you guys want to discuss? Because like I said, I really just came on here because I wanted the people that actually follow me here on YouTube to be able to get in on this 30-day challenge. Hi, Liddell. That's another one right there. That's another one right there who is, y'all, let me tell you, that man be posting some nuggets in that group, okay? A whole lot of nuggets, some valuable information that Liddell always posts in the group. So yes. Hi, Latanya, or Latoya, I'm sorry. How are you? How are you? I'm sorry, somebody was sending me a message and it kind of threw me off my game for a second. But yeah, 100 miles in 30 days is the July challenge. And I'm excited about it. I don't know about it. I don't know. Things like that really excite me. Don't get me wrong. I'm excited for all of our challenges, but it's just something about actually completing 100 miles in 30 days that just really excited me. And the fact that all these other people are joining me, I think I'm actually going to probably go in back because I haven't gotten me a Fitbit yet. I think I'm actually going to go in the morning before I go to the track and purchase me a Fitbit. I think I'm going to do that. Don't get me wrong. I like walking on the treadmill in the gym, but I think for this challenge, I think I'm probably going to be going to the track to do my 3 miles around the track, and then I'll go to the gym and lift some weights because I like walking on the treadmill. Don't get me wrong, but it does get a little bit boring. It does get a little bit boring. Have you reached your goals? I haven't stepped on the scale, Albert. I joined middle of June and I have a new mindset. Yes. Thank you, Latoya. Thank you so much. But yeah, Albert, I haven't stepped on the scale. Any stretch mark tips? I don't have any stretch mark tips. To be honest, I knock on wood that I don't have any stretch marks. So I really can't give any advice about the stretch marks. But if there's anybody in here that can give Wanda's Incredible any tips or tricks or whatever on how to minimize the stretch marks, please let her know. Go to Best Buy and get the warranty. Or they have a warranty. Which one is the best one, Ariel? Maybe I should ask that question. For anybody that's in here, if you're watching this on the playback, what is the best Fitbit to get? I mean, does it really matter if you get the really cheap one or the super expensive one? Because I know I don't want to pay no $200 for no Fitbit. And I know that I have seen them upwards of $200. So I really ain't trying to pay no $200 for no Fitbit, girl. I can probably do 100. I might do 119, maybe. You know, just because I like the thought of the challenges and things that are conducted with the Fitbit, but I can't see myself paying no $199. I am subscribed to Dr. Berg. Dr. Berg has tips on stretch marks or something? Or you just talking to me? You love the Fitbit Alta? It's $120. Okay, Fitbit Alta. Thank you, Mia. I talked about that in another video, Albert, but like I said, it depends on the day, but I always take it first thing in the morning. But sometimes I do it twice a day, sometimes 3 times a day. But always, 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 always first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. You're not excited about that, but I will do it. It's a good challenge. Well, girl, it is what it is. You got to do your thing, girl. I have a Ninja blender for my smoothies, and it works great. I think I paid $79 for my blender from Walmart. Oil gets rid of stretch marks, castor oil, shea butter, cocoa butter, and coconut oil. Okay. It doesn't matter which one you get, but be mindful that the bands do break, but they will replace it. Okay. Thanks, Maylee. Thanks, Mia. I'm definitely going to keep that in mind. Like I said, I know I don't want a really expensive one. I definitely know that because, I mean, I do more riding on the elliptical. Not elliptical, girl. Let me take that back because, girl, I don't get on no elliptical. I probably, in my whole time working out, have gotten on the elliptical 2 or 3 times. I cannot stand that freaking elliptical. I don't know what it is about the elliptical, but every time I get on there, I feel like I'm going to fall off. I don't know. I guess it's my rhythm or whatever be off. I'm not coordinated to be on that elliptical, girl. But I mostly ride the stationary bike. But recently, like I said, within the last month, I've been on the treadmill a lot, doing a lot of HIIT cardio, where I've been raising the incline really high and raising the speed really high and things like that, and doing that, in 1 to 2 minute bursts. So I don't fool around with that elliptical. But like I said, I think for this July challenge, I'm going to be going to the gym. I put cayenne pepper, liquid cayenne pepper in it, Albert, and lemon juice. Replacement bands are cheap on Amazon. Cool. I think that, as a matter of fact, starting out, I think that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. I'm going to buy the Fitbit, and then I'm going to go ahead and get some replacement bands for the event that they actually do break. So I already have some of the bands. That's exactly what I'm going to do. But I can't stand an elliptical. I have a Jawbone and I like it more than a Fitbit. Oh, okay. Cool beans. Are you in the group, Latoya? But I'll put the 30-day challenge in the description box. But the 30-day challenge is in the title of the video. We're going to be doing 100 miles in 30 days. And like the picture in the group says, I don't care if you walk. I don't care if you crawl. I don't care if you skate. I don't care if you run, long as you do it. Even if you got to crawl, girl, get them 100 miles in. And like I tell people, I don't want anybody to feel discouraged if they don't actually reach 100 miles. If you don't reach 100 miles, that's perfectly fine. Don't feel bad because you didn't reach 100 miles. I mean, some people, you know, work a lot of hours, so they may not be able to actually get out on the track or walk around the neighborhood for 3 miles every day. But get as close as you possibly can. And that's all that freaking matters, is that you did your best. Juice Man ain't on no journey no more, girl. Juice Man be eating, girl. He's still eating, girl. He's still eating. But like I said, we gonna pray for him, okay? We gonna pray for him because God ain't through with him yet. He ain't. Thank you, Sierra. What are your thoughts on keto? I actually am thinking about transitioning into keto eventually. I don't know. I kind of like my low carb type of situation. I don't know if I want to strictly go keto, but I think keto can be great for people who can actually stick to it. Thank you, Liddell. Make sure the device you choose monitors the heart rate. That way you do not have to wear a heart rate monitor. Wear a heart rate monitor? Why? Why? Oh, well, Latoya, if you're in the group, the challenge is in the pinned post of the group. Does the walking video on YouTube count? Of course. Like I said, as long as you can actually, then again, if you're not actually in the group and you're not, you know, trying to win the NutriBullet, the only people that actually have to post their progress are people who want to be entered into the giveaway for the NutriBullet. Okay. Those are the only people who have to post screenshots of how many miles that they have actually done for the month. But if you're not, you know, trying to win a NutriBullet, you can absolutely use Leslie Sanson's 3 mile walk, and you can do that every day for 30 days, and you can get your 100 miles in. Absolutely. Keto is low carb, but keto is like, you know, it's a little bit different. It's a little bit different than just low carb, I think personally. There's a little bit more to it. Thanks, Jasmine. You're doing keto with intermittent fasting and the results are awesome. Yes, intermittent fasting is amazing. Intermittent fasting is amazing. I swear by it. I don't think I'll ever go from not being, you know, on doing intermittent fast. I think that's like a lifestyle change for me. I have absolutely no problem with eating from 10 o'clock in the morning until 6. Well, I never actually eat after 5:30. I try to always eat before 5, but that's my window. If I just so happen to fall asleep or take a nap or something, and I wake up a little bit later, as long as I don't eat after 6, I'm good. Keto is low carb, high fat. But yes. Fitbit comes with heart rate monitor. Cool. You're welcome, Latoya. You're absolutely welcome. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be doing that, going to purchase me a Fitbit probably in the morning or maybe later on today. I'm not 1,000% sure. And of course, we're sticking to the basics with the no soda, no, you know, cakes, pies, none of that stuff, no white bread. We're going to be doing that. Also drink as much water as possible. I personally drink 1 gallon of water a day, but I know some people can't physically drink 1 gallon of water per day because, I mean, you may have a job that's very demanding and you can't be running to the bathroom every 5 seconds. I'm lucky enough to where I actually work from home, so I don't have an issue with having to go to the bathroom or whatever, you know, every 5-10 minutes or however often I need to go to the bathroom. But I personally drink a full gallon of water every single day. But I always try to encourage people, don't try to force yourself to drink a gallon. Just drink as much water as you physically can drink. Drink as much water as is humanly possible for you to not inconvenience yourself. Don't drink so much to the point where you're inconveniencing yourself and you're having to take multiple bathroom breaks at work and your boss looking at you like, why you keep getting up going to the bathroom? Like, what's wrong with you? Okay. So drink as much as you possibly can without inconveniencing yourself. And I know there are a lot of people who like having like those flavored waters and different things like that. And I don't think there's anything wrong. Do whatever works for you. Me personally, I don't mess around with those things because they have that, I can't think of the name of it. I can never think of the name of that artificial sugar that they put in there, because a lot of people feel like, it's 0 calorie, 0 everything, 0 sugar, but it's a reason why it has a little bit of a flavor. Okay, it can't be 0. It might not have any actual cane sugar in there, but it definitely has some artificial sweeteners in there. I think it's aspartame. I know I'm finna mispronounce it. It's asper something. Okay, asper something. Google it. It's that artificial sweetener, aspartame. That's probably, hopefully that's how you pronounce it. But I don't fool with that. Okay, they say that stuff is worse than sugar, like real sugar. If you're gonna have some, might as well just have some real sugar. In my personal opinion, I don't fool with it. And I know it doesn't mess with some people. I don't know. I think if I fool around and drink one of those, it's probably going to, especially those carbonated ones, I think it might mess around and trigger something in me and make me want to have a soda. Just saying. It might trigger something in me the way I want to have me a Mountain Dew or Dr. Pepper or something. And I'm not trying to go down that road. I'm cool with just my water, to be honest. But there are some people who just can't stomach drinking water over and over and over again. They have to have a little bit of flavor. But for me, I don't have a problem with just drinking water. But if you have a problem with just drinking water and you feel like, you have to have a little bit of flavor or something, do you, okay? Do you. Don't feel like it's, you just got to do what somebody else is doing. Do you, but I don't fool with it. I don't fool with it personally, okay? But that's a personal choice of mine, all right? Aspartame can cause cancer. And somebody's really trying to call me on FaceTime. Really? Why are you doing that right now? Don't y'all hate that? I know I'm going into a rabbit hole, but how you gonna send me a text message? Ask me what I'm doing. Okay. Send me a text message, ask me what I'm doing. I'm telling you, okay, I'm doing something right now. I'm busy. And you gonna call me on FaceTime anyway? Girl, if that ain't a pet peeve of mine, I don't know what is. Like, why is you calling me on FaceTime after you didn't ask me what I'm doing and I said I'm busy? Shy. Instead of you saying okay or FaceTime me when you get through or something, you just gonna do it anyway. Wrong with you. Miss Fashionista said, and they are high in glycemic index. I can believe it. Carbonation causes belly bloating. And let me tell y'all something. I don't know about anybody else, but bloating, in my personal opinion, is one of the worst things on this side of creation. I feel like a fat slob. Okay, I feel like a fat slob when I am bloated. I don't know. I feel horrible when I am bloated. I cannot stand belly bloat. And it can come from a lot of different things. I know a couple of times during my journey where I remember one time I had a slice of pizza. I literally had one slice of pizza, family, and I felt like I was a pregnant woman. I mean, I literally was walking around in pain. I mean, that's why I tell people, if I ever decide that I want to have pizza, I still have not made that low carb pizza with fathead crust or with the cauliflower crust. I still have not made that yet. But if I know that if I want pizza, that's what I'm going to have because I can't have pizza crust because it absolutely makes me feel like a fat slob, to be honest with you. Anything with, a large amount of carbs in it, I just cannot do. Make a pitcher of water with fruit, mint, etc. Let it sit overnight. Yes, that's another good idea. Shout out to you, Ambrosia, for that idea. A lot of people who can't stomach water alone, they just, they got to have some flavor. Get you one of those pitchers with the diffusers in it where you can add the fruit inside of the diffuser. And like Ambrosia said, sit it in the refrigerator and let it, marinate overnight, and it'll give you some flavored water without having that aspartame or however you pronounce it in your drinks. But like I said, at the end of the day, if you don't have an issue with aspartame, do your thing. Okay, get you them sugar-free drinks. If that's what's gonna keep you motivated, is gonna keep you on your journey, do what you do. Okay, So yes. But yeah, y'all laughing, girl. Did I hope that food didn't really think I was finna answer on FaceTime after I told you I'm busy? Girl, like what is you doing? Why is you FaceTiming me? Child, a hot mess. A hot boo-boo mess. Hey Simply Sanders, how are you doing? How are you doing? Oh, somebody just posted a picture in the group, girl, of some cabbage greens. Oh, girl, that looked delicious. I haven't had no cabbage greens in a while. But what are you guys' plans for the 4th of July? What are you guys' plans for the 4th of July? Ever since my father died, I have been the person that has been manning the grill anytime we have a holiday or anything. So I'm going to be the one that's on the grill barbecuing for the 4th of July. And I'm excited about it, girl. And I ain't gonna lie, like I said, I'm going to throw me some chicken legs or chicken thighs or whatever on the grill. And I'm going to enjoy. You know, I'm not going to go overboard to the point where I'm just eating, just being just straight ignorant with it, you know, knowing I'm not hungry, you know, or just going overboard to the point where I'm overly satisfied. I'm not going to do all of that. It ain't that freaking serious. But I am going to throw me some chicken on the grill, put me some nice little seasonings on it. I'm even going to put me some barbecue sauce on it. You know, might throw me some sausages on the grill. And like I said, I might even have me a piece of cake. Or 2, okay? I ain't gonna go over 2, but I'm gonna enjoy myself. I'm not gonna, you know, be sitting around, you know, chewing on no celery on the 4th of July. Not saying that there's anything wrong with that, okay? Stick to your goals, stick to your plan. But like I said, I'm going to be eating the things that are, you know, kind of okay to eat, like I said, chicken and sausage, and might have me a piece of cake. I'm definitely gonna have me some watermelon, okay? Definitely going to be having me some watermelon. Ain't no 4th of July without some watermelon. I don't know about nobody else, okay? But it ain't no 4th of July unless you got you some watermelon. I ain't saying, I'm just saying, okay? Hi, Kimberly. Thank you so much. You're down 6 pounds in 7 days. Oh, my God, okay? That's another thing. I have to give you guys an update on for the people that were wondering about the 10-day green smoothie cleanse. Of course, I don't know. I'm sorry, my scrap and fell down, girl, looking crazy. But we actually completed our 10-day green smoothie cleanse on yesterday. Was it yesterday or day before? I don't remember, girl. But anyway, we completed our 10-day green smoothie cleanse, and all of the women in the group, okay, I think with the exception of maybe 1 or 2 people, everybody lost over 6 pounds. Everybody lost over 6 pounds. So I am so excited for everybody. And the thing is, you know, I'm a green smoothie drinker for the rest of my life. And when I say I'm a green smoothie drinker for the rest of my life, I don't mean I'm going to have me a green smoothie every day, all day for the rest of my life. But I will always use green smoothies to replace a meal or 2 for life. I mean, it's just absolutely amazing. When I tell y'all, JJ Smith does not know me, but that lady's green smoothie cleanse recipes, number 1, they're delicious. Okay, they're good, and not only are they good, and you don't have to buy JJ Smith's book. Just FYI, it's only a $10 book, but you don't have to buy her book. You can actually get free recipes offline, and you can do, you know, replace a meal or 2 every day or every other day or whatever with a green smoothie. But I absolutely, yes, Lady S Craft said it works. # green smoothie cleanse life. Yes, it freaking does. It does work. I promise you it works. Also, what we're going to be doing, but everybody did wonderful on their green smoothie cleanse, and I'm so proud of everybody that actually participated in that. We will be doing another green smoothie cleanse. So, yeah, for anybody that wants to join in on that challenge, you know, sometime next month we may do another, you know, maybe a 5-day green smoothie cleanse. We might not go the full 10 days, but we might do a 5-day green smoothie cleanse or something like that. But also what we're doing, I'm also challenging everyone to include a new vegetable in their meal prep every week. You know, I told you guys all the time, I'm one of those types of people that I like to purchase the same exact things over and over from the grocery store. I'm not very adventurous when it comes to food. Okay, I'm not very adventurous when it comes to food. But what I'm going to try to do is every single week, I'm going to try to incorporate a different vegetable into my rotation. Okay, whether it be asparagus, whether it be, I've never had eggplant a day in my life. I don't even know how to cook that stuff, okay? I don't even know how to cook eggplant, but I'm definitely going to be trying to just try different vegetables. So I'm challenging people to try a different vegetable once a week in your meal prep. Just, you know, get some different veggies or whatever in your rotation. I am also encouraging people to have 1 or 2 meatless days, or, you know, 1 or 2 days out of the week where you just have like Loyal Heart suggested a black bean burger, like on one of the meatless days that she decides to incorporate in her 30-day challenge. She said that she was going to have like a black bean burger instead of the turkey, like instead of a turkey burger, she was going to have it, make the burger out of black beans. And I think that's a good idea. So one day a week, maybe have a meatless day, okay, whether it be like a meatless Monday or something like that. And also try to incorporate a new vegetable in your rotation every week. I think that's a good idea, you know. I think we have a very, very good challenge going on this month, and I'm excited about it. I don't know about nobody else, but I'm super excited about it. Kimberly said, that's easy. I don't eat pork or red meat. Awesome sauce, girl. Awesome sauce. I think what I'm personally going to do is I'll have like, because I love my smoothies, girl. There's this one smoothie in the book, day 6, if you have the book, okay? Don't post recipes in the comments section, because I mean, girl, that lady book is copywritten. And I'm pretty sure anybody in here, if you're a business person, if you were a person who wrote a book or whatever, you wouldn't want nobody just posting your recipes and things from your book that you came up with all in other folks' groups and stuff. That's why I don't allow anybody to post recipes from her book in the group, because I mean, if you're a business person, you wouldn't want anybody just posting the contents of your book just all willy-nilly or whatever. It's completely different. Just say, for instance, if your mama bought the book and you want to borrow the book from your mama, that's different. You know, that's a little bit different. But I think, like I said, on my meatless days, I'm going to have like a green smoothie and probably a salad or something as my replacement meals. So yeah, I might have like a green smoothie for breakfast, have like a salad for lunch or something, and have another green smoothie or something for dinner. Let me tell y'all something. I'd be full of them smoothies. Somebody else posted that as well. That, you know, she was like, you know, do I have to have the snacks because these smoothies keep me really full? And that's one of the reasons why people can lose so much weight on the green smoothie cleanse. Number one, you're giving your digestive tract, you know, you're giving it a rest from all of the hard, like meats and different things like that, a lot of the carby foods and stuff like that. So you're giving your digestive tract a rest. And not only are you giving it a rest, you're drinking, you know, spinach and, you know, strawberries and pineapples. You're drinking that type of stuff. So your body really ain't got no choice but for it to fall off. Kimberly said JJ Smith's website has some recipes. They're tasty and filling. Absolutely. And that's the thing, you know, the smoothies alone have you like super full because they're full of fiber, you know, they're full of fiber. Ariel said, I experimented with eggplant last summer. Did you like it, Ariel? I've never had eggplant a day in my freaking life, ever. I don't even know what this stuff tastes like. What does it taste like? I'm scared, girl. Does it taste good? The garden meatless grounds are amazing. You can get it at Walmart. I'm going to have to check that out fresh. Thank you so much for recommending that. Yes. Kimberly said, and you have to drink your water. Absolutely. That's the key. A lot of people don't really know that, but to be honest with you, water is like the secret to a lot of things. Okay. Like you can look it up online. People will tell you if you got any type of problem, what people suggest, drink more water. You want to have clearer skin, drink more water. You want to lose weight, drink more water. I mean, everything is drink more water. Water is your best friend. You're tired of entertaining, so you might just take your husband to dinner. I heard that, Elaine. Nothing wrong with that. It kind of tastes like zucchini. I've never even had zucchini. I know y'all probably like, really, girl? You need to get out of that shell. I ain't never even had zucchini. That's another thing that I might try. I saw somebody post a recipe of some vegan spaghetti where they had the zucchini noodles and they had some type of meatless, like meat or something. I don't know what it was called, but it looked like ground beef, but it wasn't ground beef. But it looked delicious. I'm going to have to try that one day. And that's another thing I'm challenging people to do, like, you know, share recipes. And a lot of people do share recipes in the group. And that's another thing that I really love about it is that you know, sometimes people look for ideas of different things to try. And, you know, people post a lot of recipe ideas and a lot of different foods in the group. And I think that's another thing that's really helpful to people. Ariel said, add it to stir fry or honey mustard chicken lettuce wrap. The eggplant, I'm gonna have to, like I said, I'm gonna have to look up videos and everything how to cook that stuff because I don't even know how to cook it. Thank you so much, God forgives. Excuse me for jacking up your name. Eat good, just be mindful, girl. What are cabbage greens? Girl, you don't know what cabbage is? Hold up. Who is this that said what is cabbage greens? Girl, where are you from, girl? And I'm not trying to be funny, but girl, where are you from and you don't know about cabbage? I can understand if you ain't never had cabbage, but you don't even know what cabbage is. Wait. It puts you in mind of y'all gonna get, like I said, y'all gonna really think I'm crazy. I ain't never even had squash. Now my dad had a big garden in the backyard where he grew squash, corn, okra, tomatoes, all that stuff. Okay, love cooking squash with the onions and all that stuff. Girl, I ain't never even taste no squash. That's why I said it's gonna be very, very interesting to me. Okay, it's gonna be extremely interesting me trying these different veggies that I've never tried before. Don't get me wrong, my parents used to cook this stuff, but I didn't eat it. Like Brussels sprouts. I can't tell you what a Brussels sprout tastes like. I know what it looked like. I can't tell you what it tastes like. What do Brussels sprouts taste like, girl? It's a lot of different veggies and stuff out there. Tofu noodles are good as well. Looks like spaghetti. Girl, I'm going to be trying a bunch of different stuff this month. I really am. It's very bitter. Cook it with coconut milk. The eggplant. Oh, gosh. Can you do some cooking videos? Girl, see, that's the thing. I'm still going to be eating the same thing. I'm still going to be having my chicken. I'm just going to be having some vegetables on the side of it. Oh, people only call it cabbage, not cabbage greens. Hold on, what? Valerie says, I'm new to the group. So much wonderful information. It really is. You bought the Bajetti machine. I saw somebody else post about that machine. It looks really interesting. We just call it cabbage. I mean, but cabbage greens, cabbage, same thing. That's why I thought she didn't know what cabbage was. I mean, we call it cabbage greens, collard greens. You know, they're just like collard greens. Y'all don't call collard greens. Y'all just call them collards. I'm from Alabama, okay? I'm from Alabama, so I might say things a little bit differently than y'all. You know what I'm saying? I started over yesterday on the green smoothie cleanse, but have not been able to find the book. I'm going to suck it up and try an avocado. Avocados are pretty good. I had avocados on my taco, my lettuce leaf tacos. I put some avocado on there. It's really good. Cabbage mixed with collard greens. I've never had that before. Thank you so much, Lady S. Crafts. Thank you so much. And I know somebody also asked me, like, would I be disappointed if I don't make it to 199 pounds by my birthday? I won't be disappointed. To be honest with you, I was even thinking to myself, like, do I even want to weigh myself on my birthday? Don't get me wrong. I want to track my progress, but I know the type of person I am. And I get discouraged if I step on the scale. And I know you shouldn't be like that, because I can obviously tell that I'm losing a ton of inches. There are some of my clothes that I used to be able to fit that I can't actually wear outside anymore because it literally hangs off my shoulders and things too much. I just don't want to step on the scale and get discouraged, because, you know, sometimes, you know, on the scale, a big old fat ugly liar. It really honestly and truly is. I mean, it could be a lot of different factors that determine that number on the scale. People don't really understand that you can have one good bowel movement, okay? I don't mean to get TMI, but you can literally have one good bowel movement and the scale can drop 5 pounds. You know, that's literally how, you know, janky that scale is. And it has absolutely nothing to do with fat. It just could be the fact that you bagged up. Okay, you haven't had a really good bowel movement in a couple of days, and you can literally have one good bowel movement and the scale can drop 5 pounds. That's why, you know, the scale is, you really should not just base your journey or base your success off of the number on that scale, because I mean, it's just, you know, it can lie to you. Okay. It can tell you that you 150 pounds, but you can go and use the bathroom and go back and it said 145. So you like, what's the truth and what's the lie? You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Lady S. Craft said, especially with us hormones, the scale is the devil. Yes, it is. Yes, it absolutely is. And like I said, my determining factor is that I see people that I haven't seen in a long time, and they're actually shocked when they see me. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm still fat. I'm just going to tell you the truth. I'm not no skinny chick in no sense of the word. I'm still fat. Okay. But I'm not as fat as I used to be. Okay. It's getting to the point where, you know, it's noticeable and, you know, greatly to other people. Like I see people that are like, dang, you know, you look good. How much weight you lost? You know, I even had this one guy who I used to date. He asked me, did I have weight loss surgery? I was like, what? I'm like, I haven't even lost. I mean, I've lost like almost 60 pounds, but he was like, so you had that surgery, didn't you? Because he was like, I mean, he was saying some inappropriate stuff, talking about your breast and he's like, did you have a breast reduction? I ain't had no breast reduction. But I mean, when I was bigger, all of that stuff was bigger. My breast was bigger. My stomach was bigger. My waist was bigger. Even my shoulders were way broader than they are now. I look at myself in the mirror now, and I notice that my shoulders have shrunk. I used to have very, very wide shoulders. My shoulders aren't as wide anymore. Even my back. I used to have fat rolls on my back like it ain't nobody's business. If you guys have seen my previous videos, I actually posted a before and after picture of me in a shirt that I had purchased, and the shirt was way too tight and you can see all the fat rolls and stuff in my back, and now the shirt is so loose to the point where it's literally hanging off of my shoulders. But it was real tight when I first bought it, to the point where I could barely even pull it down over my shoulders without some of the threads and stuff popping out of it. So, you know, it's just one of them things. But the boy was like, you had a breast reduction. You must have had that surgery. And I'm like, I don't think it's anything wrong with having surgery, but I ain't had no surgery. Okay. This wasn't never blood, sweat, and tears over here. Just saying. Thank you, Lethelma. Determined said, thanks so much for talking about the scale. That monster had me totally discouraged, inches down, but the scale is a yes. And there was somebody in the group, and like I said, and young lady, I'm not talking about you, but there was one girl in the group, and there are some people who are. This girl said she got up in the morning, she weighed herself, and she said it said one thing. Then she said she weighed herself again after she ate. Now, why she decided to do that, I have no idea. But she weighed herself when she first got up in the morning, and it looks like I probably cut off. Did I cut off? Am I still here? Am I still? Oh, okay, I'm still here. It looked like I had cut off for a second. But she literally said she weighed herself in the morning when she first woke up. Then she said she ate, and she weighed herself again. And then she said that night she weighed herself again. So there are some people who are literally, you know, addicted to the scale. So that's why I tell people to stay off that thing, for real, because it's the devil. I don't even know where mine is right now. Just man hid mine for me because I don't want to get on there. But I know that, especially with me doing the green smoothie cleanse, I know that I would have been stepping on the scale every 2 days. Like, oh, I want to see how much weight I done lost, you know, now that I done, you know, day 2 on the smoothies or whatever. I don't even know where the scale is. And I don't really care at this point, to be honest with you. I mean, I care, but I don't care. You know what I mean? Because I can tell, I know that I'm losing weight. And even if I'm not losing weight in, like, you know, in a sense where the numbers are showing on the scale, I know that I'm losing weight. Number one, I feel better. I'm not depressed. I don't feel like I want to die in my sleep anymore. I'm literally, how I feel now is some of the happiest moments that I've ever felt in my life. And that might be unbelievable to some people, but I've had a very, very dark and depressed life. I didn't care about whether I lived or died. I really didn't. That's how depressed that I was. But now, girl, I be feeling myself. I ain't gonna tell no lie. It is what it is. But you love Brussels sprouts. They're just baby cabbage. Okay. Latoya said, thank you so much for this channel and the group page. You don't know how much you inspire me. Thank you so much, Latoya. Y'all inspire me. Y'all inspire me, like, for real. You really honest and true. I've been on here 45 minutes already. I wasn't even planning on being here for 20 minutes, girl. See, that's what happens when you having conversation, you know, like good girlfriends. That's what happens when you're having some good conversation and you're talking about some real life stuff, you know. You lose track of time. And I got a report that I got to send in to my project manager before 6 p.m. But that only takes around 5 minutes. So I can talk to y'all another 5 minutes, girl. I can talk to y'all another 5 minutes. But I need to get that report sent before 6 p.m. and it's 5:21 now. So yeah. Somebody else just sent me a message. Excuse me, y'all. Excuse me. Girl, somebody just posted a picture of some pizza. Now, why would you do that? If you in here, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Just enticing people. Thank you, Lady S. Crafts. Thank you, Charnel. I've just never heard it called that, but I was probably from North Carolina and Philly. I live in Georgia, cook all the greens. Oh, you never heard it called cabbage greens? Thank you, Natasha. Thank you. My neck is freaking itching. My neck is itching. Girl, I went straight beast mode in the gym today, girl. It was so freaking hot in there. I don't know what was going on with that, but I think their air conditioner was broke. It's like I was sweating extra. I used to didn't sweat like that. And I know it was because I was drinking all them soda. I don't know if anybody else has ever experienced this, but back in the back day, that's one of my words that I use sometimes. But back in the back day, I used to, I could literally faint at the drop of a hat. I could not do heat at all because my sweat glands were not working. Like I literally would never sweat on any part of my body. But now, since I've been drinking so much water, girl, I be sweat. Now, the only place I don't really sweat anymore, or I don't really sweat, is my face. I don't really sweat on my face. I do have, my face does get a little moist, but it doesn't really, I don't perspire a lot from my face. But my back, my arms, my stuff, all that stuff, it sweats like crazy now. But I think the reason why I would literally be able to, you know, just, it was so easy for me to pass out back then was because I wasn't drinking nothing but drink, girl. I wasn't drinking nothing but soda. And I didn't have nothing to sweat out. So, but now it's a little bit different. But it was so freaking hot in that gym today. I don't know what it was. I think the air conditioner was broken, but I did 3.2 miles on the treadmill. And the whole time I was at a 7.5 incline. Okay, I was on a 7.5 incline with a speed of 3.0. So yeah, it was, girl, I was doing the damn thing, girl. I was in there sweating like a slave, but I was doing the daggone thing. And when I got through, I felt amazing. Then, and the thing about it that I notice when I work out, it hurts so bad in the process. It hurts, okay? It don't feel good when your muscles and stuff be cramping and you feel like you're about to faint. Trust me, when you get through, when you cut that, when you lower the speed on that machine and when you see them numbers go by there that you done went X amount of distance and you done burned X amount of calories, it hurts in the process of it. But when you get done, okay, when you get done, baby, it feels amazing. Kimberly, it wasn't easy, girl. I posted a screenshot in the group. I posted a screenshot in the group. But girl, like I said, it feels amazing after you're done. But trust me, in the process of it, you be like, child, I can't do this. I'm about to die. Are you planning to run any races? Ariel, that's one of my goals. I have not been able to. I can run, I can jog a good, 4 to 5 minutes nonstop if I want to. But that's one of the things I want to eventually do when I lose more weight, maybe 50 more pounds. I want to be able to run like a 5K or something like that. Let me tell y'all something. If I actually ran a 5K, girl, I would be so freaking emotional crossing that finish line. I don't care how fast I go or how slow I go, okay? It would just be so amazing for me to cross that finish line and have my family, have my mom, my sister, my niece, my nephew, the juice man, or whoever, have those people at the end, down there at the finish line cheering me on, girl, I will be freaking crying so bad to know that I came from a place. If you guys have been following me, I talked about this before, but when I first started my weight loss journey, the first 30 days, I didn't do any exercise. I lost 30 pounds without exercising at all. But after that first 30 days, I was like, you know what? Okay, I know I'm losing weight or whatever, but I know eventually I'm going to have to start exercising if I want the weight to continue to come off. And if I want to, strengthen my heart and do all, because exercise is good for the heart. Okay. And I knew I was going to have to do that. So I started using the Leslie Sansone, the 3 mile walk that she had. And when I first started, using Leslie Sansone's 3 mile walk, I couldn't keep up with that lady for 5 minutes. Okay. I would literally give up after 5 minutes. That's how bad, like out of shape I was. Like I could not walk 5 minutes with her. And then but every day I would turn that video on YouTube again, and I would try it again. And every day I got a little bit better. Like the first day, like I said, 5 minutes, I was winded. I was ready to sit down. The next day I did 10 minutes, the next couple of days I'll do 15 minutes. And it got to the point where I did the whole, I think it's like a 47-minute video if I'm not mistaken. And then it got to the point where I was like, it was a little bit too easy for me. After I did it for so long, it became too easy for me. And that's when I moved from Leslie Sansone's 3 mile walk. And that's when I started going to the gym at my apartment complex. And I started using Adrian Bryant's workouts. Like he has a workout that's called, excuse my language, because I know some people over here don't really like the profanity, but his video is literally titled Fuck Being Fat. Okay. It's called Fuck Being Fat. And he has a workout where he does like a HIIT workout on the exercise bike. You literally go as fast as you possibly can for 60 seconds. Okay. As fast as you possibly can for 60 seconds. And then you stop. You take a 60-second, or no, is it a 20-second? I think it's a 20-second rest. And then you go as fast as you can again for another 60 seconds. And then you take another 20-minute rest. And I literally did that with that man for, I think it was 2 weeks. And I know I lost 10 pounds. No lie. Okay. That's how serious that man's workout is. And he'll tell you in a minute, lose 10 pounds in a week doing this exercise. Okay. And he's not lying. If you do it like he's doing it, where you're actually going as fast as he's going and you're resting, because you're elevating your heart rate for a certain period of time, and then you're bringing your heart rate back down, and that burns more calories, which in turn results in burning more fat. Check out Adrian Bryant. Again, Adrian Bryant don't know me. Okay, Adrian Bryant don't know me. JJ Smith don't know me. I'm just sharing some nuggets with y'all, things that I used. Okay, because like I said, after I got to the point where I was a little bit more in shape, Leslie Sansone's DVDs or Leslie Sansone's workout video just wasn't doing it for me anymore. It was too easy. It was way too easy for me. So I had to move on from her 3 mile walk because it was too easy. So that's when I moved on to Adrian Bryant. And after I, got off Adrian Bryant, I started going to the gym and I started lifting weights on my own. And then I started riding on the bike on my own, different things like that. So yeah, check out Adrian Bryant. Also, if you're just starting out, check out Leslie Sansone. They have some amazing, amazing workout DVD. Those are 2 people that I definitely suggest that you watch. There are more people, of course, but those are 2 people that I used in the beginning of my journey, and I recommend them to anybody, for real. Do you take the 100% pure Garcinia? I don't take no pills, girl. I don't take no pills, girl. None, zero. I don't even like swallowing them things, girl. No pills over here. Nothing but water. My goal is 7.5. Girl, I hear you. I would love the opportunity to be there to cheer you on when you run up. Girl, that would be so freaking amazing, Tressa. If that ever happens, I'm going to have to get somebody to record it. If that ever happens, I'm going to have to get somebody to record it. Because that's going to be an emotional situation if I ever get to the point where I can run a 5K. For real. But that's a goal of mine. That's definitely a goal of mine. Like I said, 50 more pounds. I think when I hit my 100-pound mark, I think I'm gonna sign up for a 5K. I want to run a 5K. 50 more pounds. I want to run a 5K. But y'all, I need to get up off of here. I've been on here for 55 minutes. And like I said, I wasn't planning on talking y'all ear off like this. I hope that y'all low-key enjoy me just sitting down having this little bit of a chit-chat with y'all and all of that good stuff. I know some people get a little bit bored with these kind of live streams or whatever, but I really just came on here for the people who are following me on YouTube who want to keep up with everything that's going on in the group because they don't have Facebook pages or whatever. We're going to be doing a 100-mile challenge in the month of July where I'm challenging everyone to walk 100 miles for the month, which equals out to about 3.2 miles per day. If you just don't have to skip a day, you know, you might have to do a little bit more than 3 miles on another given day, or you have to, you know, maybe walk twice that day, or you don't even have to do 100 miles. You can get as close to 100 miles as you possibly can. Do what you can do. Okay. Do what works for you. Don't push yourself to the point where you know, injure yourself or something like that. Do as much as you possibly can. And that's all that matters. Do your absolute best. Okay. Hey, Thick Chick, looking good. What kind of work at home jobs do you do? Follow my work at home page. The link is in the description box of this video. I have a work at home blog, and I also have a work at home Facebook page where I share legitimate work at home jobs over there. That link and everything is down in the description box for you to go over and follow that channel. Okay. And follow that Facebook page. I'm sorry. Thank you, Kimberly. Thank you, Belinda. But yes, family, I'm about to get up off here. You just so happen to, you know, have came over here from the group to chat with me live. Make sure you subscribe to this channel because I do post updates and things here on the channel. Also, there's a little bell button that's next to the subscribe button. When you hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button also because sometimes you may not see that the notification that I post in the group that I'm live. But if you ring that bell button, what happens is it'll send you a notification to your phone telling you that I'm live or that I posted a new video. So do that for your girl. Hit the subscribe button. Make sure you ring the bell and all that good stuff. And also, if you are, you know, you just so happen to be watching this video on YouTube and you want to join in on some of that free encouragement and motivation that is over there on Facebook, that link to join the group is in the description box. Just make sure that you answer the questions to prevent yourself from just being over there pending or whatever. Because I got like I just approved like 400 people within the last couple of hours, and I have 500 more people that have not answered the questions. So I'm trying to give everybody the opportunity to answer the questions before I just decline the request. Okay, so go ahead and answer the questions. Take 2 seconds, and that's it. But I love y'all. Thank y'all for joining me on this Friday afternoon. I hope that everybody has a very, very blessed holiday. Be good, be safe. Don't be drinking and driving and all that good stuff. If you just so happen to have you a beer or two, get an Uber. They got Uber, they got cabs, they got all this other stuff out there. Get JoJo or somebody who ain't been drinking to drive you home. Don't be around here drinking and driving and things, okay? We ain't trying to have no accidents and have nobody getting hurt because I need everybody to be around for this 30-day challenge. Just saying. But I love y'all, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.